What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here from beautiful sunny Playa del Carmen. The point of today's video is to highlight 10th Avenue. A lot of people come over to Playa del Carmen, focus on the famous 5th Ave. I want to point out at least 5 reasons why I actually think 10th Avenue is better than 5th Avenue. And a lot of the point of this video is to simply show you a raw, unedited, unabridged video, POV style video of 10th Avenue, so you know what to expect when you come down on your trip. It is bright and early, so things are still getting underway. Things are still opening. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I'm gonna grab a coffee at one of the most beautiful coffee shops in Playa. Then I'm gonna grab breakfast at one of my favorite breakfast spots. I'm also gonna grab lunch, and I'm gonna stop at all 3 of those places and spend just about 300 pesos total to eat very, very well. So about 15 US dollars. And so without further ado, guys, let's go. Vamanos. All right, guys, so first and foremost, one thing that I really love about 10th Avenue is this bike path right here. And to give you guys reference of where I am, I just filmed the intro right in front of Alive, which is a popular bar especially amongst Canadians for live music. They've got a nice happy hour. And this main avenue right here is Benito Juarez. So if you go around the corner here on Benito Juarez, you'll arrive at Parque Fundadores. So that gives you an idea where we are. From time to time, I'll put up also on Google Maps where I am. But you can see this bike path is a favorite for getting around. And it's really smooth, really nice. I like to ride my longboard and my bike on that. And this far south on 5th Avenue, you cannot ride your bicycle or your longboard. It's completely pedestrian only. So 10th Ave has that going for it, whereas 5th Ave does not. Guys, forgive the wind noise. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wind furry on the camera. It is still windy here in Playa del Carmen. So yes, guys, we are now in front of the Fives downtown hotel and residences. And yes, the wind is still very strong. It's been going 3 weeks straight of just constant wind. But maybe you guys can notice this, but you notice how quiet it is up here on 10th. And that's the second thing I wanted to bring to your attention. I mentioned this beautiful bike path we have here, but also there's nobody selling anything or offering me anything, which I find very refreshing as someone who lives here. The constant masaje, tattoos, and other things. You know what I'm saying. There's a lot of things being offered to you on 5th Avenue. Tours, massages, tattoos, and other stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So you don't get that on 10th Avenue. You get this peaceful walk. And another thing, guys, is all the shade, the trees. There's a lot of trees on 10th, so you can get some shade on your walk, whereas 5th Avenue is quite exposed to the sunshine. So there's 3 things just right there in the very beginning of this video. Bike path, less people trying to sell you stuff, and then also more shade. And I think that some of the dining options are much better quality and better prices. So we're gonna hit a few of those spots. We of course have to start the day by getting a little bit Java wasted. I've only had a little bit of coffee. I watched the sunrise in the lifeguard tower today and ran into a subscriber, Tracy. Shout out Tracy. I was there having coffee with Ava, playing some ukulele and watching the sunrise. Absolutely gorgeous way to start the day, but 1 cup of coffee is not enough for me. So I gotta stop at one of my favorite spots up here in a little bit. And also, guys, we're coming up on a place called Yum Yum by George that has really good coffee, Thai food as well. So I will show some menus along the walk and to give you guys an idea of dining options and prices. I know you guys love that. So this is Yum Yum right here, guys. It's one of the first places I had a cup of coffee when I arrived here a year and a half ago. And you can see here, guys, the menu. It's not bad. Eggs Benedict, 170 pesos. Quite a few options there. Tacos, torta de lechon, 179 pesos. Hola, hola. So guys, there you have it. Yum Yum by George, a fine option there. But if you're wanting to go even more budget, right up the way here, you've got Doña Paola, 100 peso pozole. And that's a little blue building with a staircase that goes up, and she's got multiple options for 100 pesos. So just right there, you've got Doña Paola, and you have the Los Portales Mercado right here. And so I've featured a number of these restaurants in other videos, guys. I'll link those in the description. But this place right here in particular, you can get mole, anything that your heart desires, for around 100 pesos. And then of course Doña Paola right there. I'm not gonna go and show those restaurants because I featured them in other videos. But one of those videos was titled Eating in Playa del Carmen on 100 pesos or less. So I'll link that below. Fantastic options. And so you can see Mercado, Playa del Carmen. And yet another treat we have here. A lot of people don't know this, but there's another Pizza Renzo up here on 10th. And so a lot of people know the Pizza Renzo on 5th Avenue. I've shown that multiple times. I have shown this Pizza Renzo in a video called Cheapest and Best of Playa del Carmen Part 1. So check this out, guys. Now, of course, they don't have pizza this early, but congratulations are in order to Renzo, because this spot used to just be up until right here, and recently they expanded to this. So now they've got seating, extra seating, still 30 pesos a slice. So do not miss this spot, guys, if you're coming down. You'll get a chance oftentimes to see Renzo himself showing up with fresh ingredients like chuleta and other things like that. And Renzo is a joy. He's a good man to meet. So let's press on, guys. But you can see 10th is jam-packed with deals and has a lot of upside compared to 5th. So we've got a Venezuelan place here, arepas. We've got Don Mario, some of the best Italian food in Playa right here on 10th Avenue. And also, guys, the choripan right here, 80 peso choripan. This little puesto, beautiful spot for a quick bite to eat there. And let me know in the comments, guys, if you've been to Playa, what you think about 10th Ave compared to 5th Ave, or if you completely overlooked it. I had one comment on one of my 5th Ave videos that was saying lots of pharmacies, lots of little tiendas, but no bodegas. So I'm actually going to show you guys my favorite grocery store to shop at, also on 10th Avenue. And if you appreciate my efforts bright and early to bring you guys this content, smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. It truly means the world to me. Just about to get to 10,000 subscribers, guys. Help me get there. Let's go. Hola. Buenos días. And it's crazy, guys, because 5th Avenue is just right down there, one block. Yet when you come up here one block, you get better deals, better prices, and in my opinion, better quality on a lot of the food. And here we've got Scuba 10, where my good buddy Julian got his open water diving cert, gifted by Randy the diver himself. And Julian said he had a great experience with those guys. Now also guys, I'm going to show you one of my favorite steakhouses in Playa, and it's also on 10th Avenue. Now for those of you who stick around to the very end of the video though, speaking of steak and barbecue, I'm going to show you where we can get some barbecued ribs for 100 pesos, and that's going to be my lunch today. And I'm super excited to show you guys that spot. I did feature that one in Eating in Playa on 100 pesos or less, but for those of you who haven't seen the video, that video, you're in for a treat. Now here we have the famous Coco Bongo Club. Hola, hermano. So, and as always guys, let me know in the comments if you appreciate these POV kind of raw, unedited videos. I'm going to do very little as far as editing with this. I just want to show you what 10th Avenue is looking like here in 2025 and point out some of the pros of 10th Avenue over 5th Avenue. Very simple concept. No need to throw in a bunch of music and edits. All right guys, we're coming up on one of my favorite coffee shops. Time to get Java wasted. Let's do this. All right, my friends, I'll put up on Google Maps where I am. Hola, hermano. ¿Qué tal? ¿Voleibol mañana? A huevo, güey. Sí, creo que sí. Estoy grabando sobre la calle 10. Un hermanito de voleibol, Iván. Gusto verte, hermano.
Igualmente, bro.
Nos vemos mañana. Okay. Hola. All right, guys. So I'm here at the one, the only Vika, and I featured this in a video before showing that you can get a pastry here and an espresso, double espresso for right at 100 pesos. So I'm gonna grab a coffee here and say what's up to the staff, and then we're gonna keep moving right along down 10th Avenue. Hola, hola. Nom, nom, nom. Qué rico. I always tell myself I'm just gonna get a coffee and then I see all the pastries. But guys, check out how nice this spot is, the ambiance, the lighting, nice air conditioning going on. And guys, the staff, the service here is fantastic, but the quality of the coffee is one thing that really keeps me coming back. So guys, now this is not the cheapest spot. I just noticed their prices have gone up a little bit. I'll show you a cheaper alternative a little bit farther down 10th with coffee that's every bit as good and about a third of the price. So stick around for that. But I gotta show these guys some love too. All right guys, a quick shot of espresso there at Vika and back on my way. But look at this seating area outside too. Very nice, very pleasant spot. Let's move right along and see what else 10th Ave has in store for us. We're coming up on the shopping mall, Quinta Alegria. They've got an Apple shop and all sorts of clothing retailers in there. But now I'm already thinking about breakfast. So we gotta go get some pancakes, I think. Ava last night told me to just get pure protein, no pizza, no pasta, and then I sent her a picture of my dinner and it was Alfredo with pork belly. And then today she's like, no, you need to eat eggs for breakfast, and I'm gonna get a stack of pancakes instead. I do what I want. This place is brand new. Looks like poke. poke spot. And yeah, I did notice there at Vika that the double espresso went up to 81 pesos. I think before it was around 60, 65, so kind of a big jump there, but now you know. That's why you watch these updates. And I was surprised by that kind of price jump. $4 basically for a double espresso seems a little high, so hopefully Vika knows what they're doing, but I think they kind of overdid it there, because I'm going to show you a spot up here where you can get a really good double espresso for half the price, or a regular espresso for less than 1/3 of the price. So here, guys, you do have the BOE Natural we just walked by. It's a natural shop right there. And then right up here on Constituyentes, there's a cell phone and gadget repair shop where I've had my iPhone worked on. I've had the screen changed, the battery. I also had Dronaldo repaired right over there. So I'll show you what this place looked like. For anyone who's trying to get an iPhone or a camera or something repaired, this is a place that you can trust right here. So I'll take a slight moment here to show you the spot. It's called Technologic, and this is what the storefront looks like right here on Constituyentes and 10th Avenue. Super reasonable in there too. I think they charged me about 1,000 pesos, maybe 1,200 pesos to fix Ronaldo, so about $60. And he had a dislocated arm. For those of you who don't know, Ronaldo is my DJI Mini 3, and he does a lot of work for the channel, getting up there in the heavy winds, getting shots for us. And I crashed him over at a cenote called Sacnicte. Had to go into the jungle and find him, but those guys over there repaired him, so that was great. Had to bring you guys that value right there, because that's a common question I get. If my phone breaks, or my camera, or my drone, where can I go? Now you know. And so guys, here we are on 26th and 10th, and there's a hotel right there called B Playa, and they have Wednesday night bachata up there on the rooftop. They've got a free lesson and an open, like a dance social. So that's another place on 10th. One drawback, guys, and you didn't see that because I had the camera pointed this way, is I almost just had someone back into me. The only drawback on 10th is, of course, it's not a pedestrian street like La Quinta Avenida, so you do have to be very careful with the traffic, and the traffic's only getting worse as Playa becomes more and more popular. I was riding my longboard down 10th almost a year ago, and some guy almost turned into me and almost hit me, and I mean, he didn't even apologize. And so you have to be careful as a pedestrian on 10th Avenue. That's just a word of caution. And you've got the incredibly popular Ferran's jerk chicken, Jamaican style chicken over here. And also you have the Deportivo on 10th Avenue, which is one of my favorite places. I'm going to show you guys that briefly here. So you've got the tennis courts, you've got basketball courts, you've got free dance lessons in the evenings up top, you've got a track. And there is yet another location right here for Vika, the coffee place, right next to Ferran's Jerk Chicken, which is a crowd pleaser. So we're all the way up to 32nd. Guys, if you appreciate my legwork, just smash the like button for me, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to show you the Deportivo here. This is a great place to come shoot some hoops. for you basketball fanatics. And then up top here, we've got all sorts of different classes. Classes that are offered, usually donation based. And these basketball courts are nice. I was here the other night, played a little bit of full court. And so this is all free access, guys. Anyone can come in here and use these facilities. And this track is really well maintained, really nice place to come do sprints. A lot of people come use these bleachers to do stair training. And every Monday night at 6, you have a class by Nomad Abs. Shout out Nomad Abs right here. O'Harry does a donation-based class as well, and it's a really good group, 60, 70 people, really nice community. So for those of you fitness enthusiasts, hey, what's up, guys?
We have seen you.
Yeah? Where are you guys from?
New York.
New York in the house, represent. What's up, man? Nice to meet you guys. Yeah, just filming a little point of view video on 10th Ave. Yeah. Kind of making the argument that 10th Ave has a lot to offer.
It does, it seems like it.
And nobody offers you massage, tattoo. You get a nice little break from it. Yeah. Right. Good to meet you guys.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
How long are you around for?
Just for a week.
Okay. Yeah, hope to see you around.
Yeah. Okay.
Good to meet you guys. Masaje? All right, my friends, so just leaving the Deportivo, coming up on 34th and 10th Ave. Once again, very busy intersection here. Do be careful when crossing. But I'm gonna show you my breakfast spot, but first I'm gonna show you a fantastic option. I get this question a lot. What's better, dollars or pesos, and how do I pull out pesos? I recommend pulling out from Citi Banamex ATM. So I'm gonna show you right here. We're on 34th and 10th. And Citi Banamex gives you the actual exchange rate. Banorte and some of these other ATMs charge really high fees, and then also they don't give you the real exchange rate. They'll give you like 17 to 1 or 16 and a half or 17 and a half, 18 to 1, when the exchange rate's actually 19.6. And then also Citi Banamex only charges a fee of about 31 pesos, whereas some of them like Banco Azteca and other ones charge as much as 110 pesos, $5.50 just to pull out some cash. So guys, we're here in front of the Chedraui grocery store, 34th and 10th. You've got to actually go up this escalator here, and I'm just gonna jog up here, get my steps. Got to get to the chopper. All right, so I'm up here, and you can see this is kind of a hidden spot. A lot of people don't know about this location. It is a brand new branch, but if you watch the Rope Monster channel, then you know. Citi Banamex right here. And of course you've got the ATMs 24/7 at your service right there. Now you know. Let's go get some breakfast. I'm starving. Woo! Putting in some steps. All right, guys, coming back down the escalator. We've got La Organica right here. But before we grab breakfast, I'm gonna give you guys a quick peek at my favorite grocery store. A lot of people go to Walmart. I can't stand going into Walmart here. The lines are insoportable, way too long. I go to Chedraui because it's a pleasant shopping experience. Is it the cheapest in the world? No, but the wine and the cheese selection, the quality, the air conditioning is always turned up full blast. Last time I went to Walmart, the air conditioning wasn't even on. It was hot, and I was like, okay, it's crowded, it's hot, it's noisy. Listen to this. It's pretty quiet for a grocery store. And so you can see they've got all the prosciutto, the cheeses. A really nice bakery as well. You can see, guys, all the cheeses here. This is one of my favorites, the queso de leche from Spain, and it actually has saffron in there. Then I'm going to show you the line at the hey, what's up? To show you a line at the self-checkout. Sometimes the lines get long here, but lately, especially going into low season, things really haven't been bad. And so I'll show you, hey, what's up, man? I'll show you the line, self-checkout. You've also got a nice beer selection here as far as imports. You can get yourself a Blue Moon. But look at this. Here's the auto cobro, the self-checkout. No line. I can just walk right in there and check out. And if you guys are like me and you value your time, you will just come here instead of Walmart. And you can see here, very little wait there. So, and then also, this is one of my favorite bathroom stops. Whether I'm going to shop or not, you can simply walk in this door, this entrance here, and you've got the bathrooms right there. So it's kind of one of those hacks, because if you're out walking for a long time, especially if you drink an espresso and get a little Java wasted, you're gonna need a bathroom. And so this one here at Chedraui is clean, air conditioned. Now you know. All right, let's go into La Organica and visit Omar here. Hola, hola, Omar.
Hola.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Todo excelente, carnal.
Hola.
Permíteme sentarme ahí afuera. ¿Tienen los hotcakes? Eso, gracias. All right, so gotta come visit Omar over here. Amazing dude. Half the reason I come back is just the service. And then I love this outdoor seating right here, guys. This is my table usually right here. I like this spot, and it's not too hot yet. So I'm gonna sit out here and grab these pancakes. I'll show you a little bit of the menu right here. You can see they've got blueberry pancakes, 160 pesos. And then this one right here comes with strawberry, blueberry, and green grape, 150 pesos. They have not raised the price. So $7.50, and you get this kind of presentation quality. And then, like I said, the service is next level. So I'll show you guys these hot cakes and then get some num 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 action, and we'll keep going down 10th Avenue. Thank you guys for sticking around to this point in the video. It means the world to me. Let's eat some hot cakes. So guys, I was speaking about Omar and I was mentioning his service. He just invited me a free coffee. So sweet. ¿Quieres decir algo a todo el mundo?
Mucho gusto, mi nombre es Omar. Los saludos desde Playa del Carmen. Cuando gusten, visítenos en La Orgánica.
Gracias, canal. Muy amable. Okay. All right, guys, check this out for 160 pesos, $7.50 US. Nice stack of pancakes with a beautiful, beautiful combination of kiwi, strawberry, blackberry, banana, tons of fruit on there. And they give you the option of maple syrup or honey. I went with honey today, so we got to get some honey on there and then get that first bite magic. But I love this deal, and what I love even more is the outdoor seating and the service from Omar and the rest of the staff here at La Organica. One of the things I truly love about 10th over 5th Avenue, the deals, the quality of the food, and the service. Next level, just one block away from 5th. So my friends, the time has come. First bite magic. Look at this bite right here. Oh. 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 Mmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Wood pancake again at La Organica. Guys, I'm just out here at La Organica eating pancakes, meeting subscribers. I just met the wife of Brad Influence. Shout out Brad Influence. You're always commenting on the channel here. Just recorded a funny video with your wife to send to you, but I had to give you a proper shout out, brother. Brad Influence. Appreciate you, man. Check out these pancakes, bro. Just out here doing it right. Gotta get all the honey on there. Nom 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 nom. Definitely some 10 pancakes. Now guys, is this the largest portion in Playa del Carmen? No, but is it the best quality stack of pancakes? Absolutely 100%. How many people are putting kiwis on the pancakes? Nom nom nom. Happy rope monster. All right guys, that was a lot of fun at La Orgánica. Just another fantastic dining experience all around there. But speaking of fantastic dining experiences, we're not done. We're on 10th Ave, and I mentioned earlier one of my favorite steakhouses is on 10th Ave. Well, it's right next door here to La Orgánica. We've got Costelao Prime, and this is a Brazilian style steakhouse. I believe the price is now 649 pesos, or if you have your residence here, it's 569, and that's all you can eat. The buffet, the paella, all these good things in the buffet, but they also have 20 different cuts of meat, 8 cuts of steak. On the weekends they have tomahawk. So do not miss La Orgánica, and do not miss Costelao Prime on 10th Ave. And guys, I don't think there's a better steakhouse on 5th Ave. I think that's one of the better steakhouses in all of Playa. Bovino's, another one back there. Bovino's another crowd pleaser and a favorite, and that's also on 10th Ave. We walked by that earlier. So you guys are getting the idea that 10th is a gem. And we've got another spot up here. Omar gifted me an Americano, but I want to show you guys another coffee spot. We'll just briefly poke in there, and I'll show you the rest of 10th all the way down to CTM. But for those of you who want to stick around for a little bit of worthwhile bonus material, I'm going to go just past CTM. I'm going to go a little farther north, as I always do for you guys, the extra mile, and I'm going to show you a fantastic barbecue spot for those of you traveling on a budget or looking to save a few pesos. I'm going to show you where you can get some barbecue ribs for 100 Mexican pesos, $5 US. Let's go. All right, my friends, we're now crossing 38th on 10th Ave here. That is 5th down there. We're on 38. And looking back to the south, one block, we've got Chedraui, La Orgánica, and Costelao Prime. We're gonna keep walking to the north. And we're also coming up on one of my very, very favorite places to buy aguas frescas. But first, we gotta check in on this bread and coffee place right here. The one, the only Panificación Castillo. It would be very easy to walk by this place, but that's why you guys watch the Rope Monster channel, for the hidden gems. Let's go inside and say hi to the staff. You can see this place is always popular. Hey, what's up, man? So this is my favorite cappuccino spot. Favorite of mine. We get Java wasted. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estado? Alright guys, so let me show you the prices here real quick, just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Now, the cappuccino over at Vika was like 91 pesos or something, or maybe it was like 104, I don't remember. But check this out. Americano 25, 25, espresso 25, cappuccino 40 pesos, macchiato 35, a latte. Where else in Playa del Carmen are you gonna get a latte for 35 pesos? Nowhere else. Panificación Castillo is the only spot, and it's here on 10th Avenue. Now you know. Now there is quite the line. There's about 6 people in line, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm not gonna get the coffee. We're gonna keep right on going. If you wanna see more from this place, I'll link the video below. Cheapest and best of Playa del Carmen part 1. I covered this spot as well in that video. Let's move right along. But now you guys know 10th Avenue for coffee, 10th Avenue for breakfast, and you're gonna see here in a moment why it's 10th Avenue for juices and 10th Avenue for lunch, and just 10th Avenue for the win. There's also some beautiful condos and apartments popping up on 10th Ave as well. It's a little bit noisy with the traffic, so I tend to like to find places between 5th and 10th instead of right on 10th, but still good options. to be had, no doubt. Some beautiful buildings. Now we're coming up on a place called Casa de las Frutas, and that's my go-to, or one of my go-tos for juices. The other one is Fruteria Esmeralda that I really like for just pure carrot juice, but they're a little more expensive up there. These ones, you can get a half liter of agua fresca for $1 US, 20 pesos. And all you gotta do, guys, is look for the colorful building. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, gotta stop and say hi. Gotta stop and say hi to you guys.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good to meet you guys. Where are you from?
Well, Toronto, Canada.
Toronto. What's your handle on YouTube? Would I recognize your comments?
I don't know. You guys have good comments, man. We watch you all the time, though.
You're very awesome, man.
Come down here a lot.
Great to meet you guys. Yeah.
well.
You know
Have a
what?
good one.
We did get your recommendation for the whole fish by the beach.
Okay.
We went, got the
La
biggest
Paraya
fish.
or
Yeah,
Ictio?
Paraya.
Okay, awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Glad you guys liked it. Good to meet you all.
Good to meet you. Have
Yeah.
fun. Take
How
care.
long are you down for?
We're here till Sunday.
Okay, probably see you guys around.
All right, take care.
All right, later. Awesome. All right, guys. Casa de las Frutas right here. Natural juices since I was 5 years old. 1993. Boom. And let's go inside real quick. Look at this mountain of grapefruits. The advertising is just spot on. Grapefruit, grapefruit. I go crazy for this place because it's just fruits, eggs. Hola, hola. ¿Qué tal? But guys, this is what I come for. Coolers full of fresa, frambuesa. You got all sorts of stuff. Guanabana, which is soursop, maracuya, passion fruit, lemon and chia. Every single day you can come in here. Mango, maracuya, papaya, watermelon. The S is sandia for watermelon. Guys, you've got liters, you've got half liters, you've got cucumber with chia seed, you've got carrot orange, you've got pure orange, beet juice, green juice, coconut milk, coconut water, and on and on and on it goes. Jamaica. So now you guys know the best juice spot, also on 10th Avenue. And guys, you may be wondering, hey, new hat, Rope Monster? Yeah, Ava gifted me this, and I love a good misprint. And it's Los Angeles con doble S. 2 S's. I love a good misprint. I've got a tank top from Cuidado con el Perro that says, I cam to party. Nothing like a good misprint. And guys, okay, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, mixed martial arts gym, also on 10th, right here. The Union, pretty much just a Brazilian jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai boxing MMA spot, not like a weightlifting gym, but I know some of you have asked about that as far as an MMA gym. Once again, 10th Avenue. Who would have thought? And now I'm going to show you where to get the freshest beer in all of Playa del Carmen, and you guessed it, it's also on 10th Avenue. We're going to walk by this spot. Why is it the freshest beer in Playa? Well, it's because they sell the most beer in Playa. And so every day the beer truck is here dropping off the freshies. So avoid the OXXO and the 7-Eleven beers and come right to Mini Super Nachito on 10th and CTM. And that's where you're gonna find ice cold, fresh, cold ones right there. Boom. All right, guys, moving right along. Now, once again, I've made it this entire walk without anyone offering me a massage. So for those of you who were burnt out on the whole masaje, this is your street. All right, let's cross. Corre, güero, corre. Apúrate. All right. Now there's all sorts of good options there on CTM in either direction. There's Roma Spaghetti. We've got El Árabe right there. So the 10th and CTM area is a place to go look for values too, guys. And now I am excited to bring you guys, before I hit the lunch spot, I'm gonna show you my good friend Miguel's little stand where you can get a whole coconut for 35 pesos. And at the end, when you're done drinking the coconut, he'll cut it open for you and give you the flesh from the inside, which is almost like a meal in itself. It's very filling, all that coconut fat. So we're gonna go visit Miguel. So we're now in the Colosio neighborhood, the up and coming Colosio. And this is a dry neighborhood. For those of you who don't know, you cannot, in this neighborhood, you cannot walk into a tienda and buy beer. But you can also notice it gets way more quiet when you get to this part of 10th Ave. You get up here north of CTM on 10th and it is quiet, quiet, quiet. And we're here on 52nd and 10th. And this is my good buddy Miguel's shop. Hola Miguel.
Buen día.
¿Qué tal? Buen día.
Agua de la vida.
Agua de la vida. Me da por favor, provechito.
Gracias.
Me da un coco entero, por fin.
Coco entero, claro.
Sí, cuando tiene chance. Come, come.
Ya está listo.
All right, guys, come visit Miguel over here. 35 peso entire coco. And also, yeah, mira, qué rico.
Coco entero, con el parche de limón.
También vende agua de coco, litro, 75 pesos. But his liters, Ava the other day was very disappointed. She bought a liter of coconut water and I thought she was gonna cry. She's like, no tiene pedacitos de coco. It didn't have any pieces of coconut in there. Well, Miguel's half liters and liters of coconut water have actual chunks of coconut in there, so you get your little snack at the end. All right, guys, let's get this coconut. So I was explaining to Miguel the concept of this video and he totally agrees. He's like, the service, the prices, everything, including the coconut, guys. This is absolutely one of my favorite parts of the day right here. Is this first sip of coconut right here on 10th Ave. Num 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 num. Hola hermano. Nos vemos, Brian. My buddy Brian. All the cool kids have Volkswagen Beetles down here, just so you know. Also, guys, I just checked at this lavanderia. This is not the one that I use, but she just said the carga minima here is only 50 pesos. So 3 kilos of laundry washed, dried, and folded here at La Burbuja Feliz. The Happy Bubble. $2.50, guys, to get your laundry washed, dried, and folded up here on 10th. This is also one of my favorite fruterias. I was in here preparing for one of the storms, buying candles, anything you need. Fruteria Tumbe right here. Also on 10th Ave. So there's just an abundance of good food, good people, good services. Sin fin, without end. There's also a really nice panaderia right here, Panaderia El Legado. If you're looking for like pan de masa madre, sourdough, gluten-free, artisanal breads, whatever, you're not gonna find the cheapest bread in the world at this panaderia right here, but you will find those kind of specialty, difficult to find breads there. Still working on this coconut, so refreshing. All right, my friends, we are now still on 10th Avenue, rolling up to El Chelo. We're between 62nd and 64th now. And let's see if they've got anything ready. It's still pretty early, about 10 o'clock. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo están, chicos? ¿Tienen algo listo o no? Todavía falta como media hora.
Tenemos
¿Desayuno?
desayuno.
¿De qué tiene? Pero chuleta no. Ok, Okay, creo que volveré en un rato. Gracias. So guys, I'm too early. Disculpe, permíteme ver la carta al menos. So I'm a little bit early, but I'm gonna put on Google Maps where I am and show you the menu here real quick. I featured this in another video before. Gracias. And I just want to show you guys costilla, comida del día. ¿Qué será la comida del día?
Spaghetti bolognesa.
La spaghetti bolognesa. So they've got the comida del día, 100 pesos, arrachera 110. So here I'll show the storefront here, and I did feature this in a video called Eating in Playa del Carmen on 100 pesos or less. So I'll link that video in the description below if you want to see what the food looks like. But check this out right here. Pollos, costillas, arracheras, el chelo. That is the spot. I'll have to come back to grab my lunch. I've been up since before the sunrise. I knew it was going to be a beautiful sunrise, so I woke up extra early. The sunrise is now at 6:22 a.m., so I've been up since 5:45. So for me, it's lunchtime, but things open up slowly around these parts. Guys, I hope you found some value in this content. Hey, what's up, brother? ¿Qué tal? Hope you found some serious value in this content. If so, just smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. Leave in the comments below if you have any questions about 10th Ave versus 5th Ave. If you want me to cover even further to the north on 10th Avenue, going deeper into Colosio, things like that, what neighborhoods you'd like to see. I'm always excited to hear from you all. And until next time, I'm gonna finish this coconut and hit the beach. Rope Monster, out. Hola, hola. ¿Tienen pollo entero? Ah, ok. ¿Y sale 55 el kilo? Sí. Ok, gracias. Volveré. That place has whole chickens. 55 pesos a kilo. 2.2 pounds of chicken for just over $2.50. $2.75. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And I've been known to eat some chicken. Alright guys, I have just crossed Avenida Colosio, still on 10th Ave, coming up on 74th, and I wanted to show you a vegan option in the area on 10th Avenue for those of you who are vegan and vegetarian. This place is called La Verde, Vegetariano, Vegano. They also sell herbs, really good quality honey, things like that, so there's a little bit more bonus material for you there. Alright guys, I'm gonna go finish this coconut, edit this video for you all, take a little nap, and hit the beach.